So I'm actually making a video right now while I'm driving in the rain, and a lot of little stuff on my mind. Like I said, this channel's mainly gonna be about life choices and decisions, and also driving. That's one of the careers I'm into. Like I say, one, but this is the main, topic of this channel, which I talk to people. And regarding life right now, when I drive, I like to, just reflect on things and, get in deep thought, about things. I might have a conversation with people, or I might sit there and, have a situation with a family or a friend, or, just anybody. And I can reflect on it while I'm driving. The good thing about being in this environment, it gives you time to have a lot of deep thought, and to reflect on stuff, while I'm at work. So I'm actually having like a self-therapy as I'm getting paid from my job. And, just thinking about choices that people make in life, you got to understand the choices that you make now here's the outcome of your future. I was fortunate enough to have a scholarship to go to college, but I ended up turning it down, due to situations and just roughly because I was trying to see the bigger picture down the line, of paying all this money for college. And, with me actually being in a situation to make the money that most kids, most adults make 4 or 5 years after college, I was privy to that type of money. So that put me in a situation to question myself about going to college. And, I'm kind of glad that I did it. Education is key. Don't ever get it wrong that, having a degree is a wrong thing for most people. But, in my situation, what I was looking at in life and the path I wanted to take and the way I wanted to go, I could have did it without college, mostly, And due to the technology right now, I can still pursue my career without issues and be successful. When it comes down to it, these kids nowadays, they have everything at their fingertips. They have the college in the palm of their hands. Anything they want to learn. Most jobs nowadays offer certificates and certifications. So you technically don't even need to go to a 4-year college if you really don't want to. But if that's your field of expertise, what you want to pursue that 4-year degree, I'm not mad at it. But pretty much, man, just like whatever you're doing now, you're setting the path for your future. You have a guy that, or a female, that might work on a job for 20 years. I had a guy I talked to. This guy was 49 years old. He retired at 49. And, well, he actually retired at 40. I think he said at 42 he retired. But he was on his job for over 20 years. He started a job when he was 18 years old, kept at it. And he said he could have went and did the 30 years, but he's like, go ahead and retire, get his pension check. And he ended up getting something else, a little gig here and there to do so he can get Social Security. But he already had a pension at 49 years old. He's like, man, I'm good. If I want to work, I work. If I don't have to. He said, my house is pretty much paid for. All my cars and everything I have, they paid for. Don't got no kids, so I don't have that big responsibility over my head. But he also pointed out, he helps nieces and nephews because he didn't have that choice to have a child due to situations. But he say he've always taken care of his nieces and nephews. And the craziest part, I had this conversation with this guy in the Kroger's line while I was buying some groceries. And how the conversation all sparked was because of my headset. And he knew that mostly truck drivers had that type of headset, for noise cancellation purpose. And that's not the one I'm actually talking on now. have a different headset trying it out. But pretty much, like I said, for noise cancellation purpose. And so he already knew that headset pretty much is all like related to truck drivers. You know, you might have careers for people when you see them in certain things that they wear, like nurses or doctors. You know, you see them in scrubs. So the first thing you're gonna say is, you know, are you a nurse or what hospital you work in? You know, the average person is not walking around with scrubs on because they're comfortable. I mean, you know, in most cases, other little things that you might catch an eye to somebody and be like, oh, they work in this field. You know, you see a lot of guys with reflector gear on, you know, vests, reflector head, neon colors. A lot of them are doing construction or some type of driving. So, you know, that relates to that. So, you know, like I say, just when it comes down to it, thinking about the future and what do you want. If you want kids, if you don't want kids, just set goals for yourself and try to achieve them as best of your ability. You know, because everything is not going to be achievable to a certain degree. It's all up to you and how to process how you make your life work. Not saying that nothing that you put out can't be done, but everything can be achieved by a goal and a standard. So I just want to go ahead and drop that message, and I'll hit you guys on the next one.